Hello everybody and welcome to another Battleground Games Live. Hi there and welcome to the Loft at Battleground Games and Hobbies in Abington, Massachusetts. For those of you unfamiliar with Battleground Games, we are your friendly local game store in the greater Boston, Massachusetts area with 3 convenient locations. One way up on Route 1 by the Fuddruckers in Saugus, one down by the Xfinity Center in Norton, and this lovely location here in Abington has a convenient loft from which we can stream. And that's what we do. Every Friday, we get together and we play different board games on stream. The theory of this stream is generally we learn new games every week on stream, most of the time. Sometimes we're just playing games that we love, and that's sort of what we've come to today. Hi, I'm Andrew. Hello, everybody. Welcome. And with me I have Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
She's very, very tired. Very tired.
So tired. I'm moving in slow motion, basically.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm walking through water. It's horrible.
I'm not nearly as tired as you are, but even so, it took me an extra long time to get the stream running. So sorry we're starting a little bit late. We're actually going to have to delay because we're waiting for John, our third streamer.
Stretch for time.
So if anybody's in chat and wants to talk, say hello. We would love to talk to you. And I'll talk a little bit about the game for today, which is Above and Below. Last week we played Ice Age, Stone Age.
We played the Ice Age version of
exactly.
Stone Age.
We flipped the board over. It's the Stone Age Special Edition that John got.
Anniversary
edition. And the flip side of the board had a sort of Winter Wonderland theme to it. And we felt that was relaxing. It was nice to play a game that involved snow on a hot day.
It's even worse this week.
Yeah, this week is going to be even worse. We're in Massachusetts, like I said, and the entire eastern coast of the United States is doomed to melt in the next 3 days.
It is so hot here this weekend that the city I live in has actually agreed to pay the library staff for 4 extra hours of overtime. It's like 3 extra hours because of breaks. So that we can be open all day on Sunday as opposed to just for 4 hours. So that people can use the library as a cooling location. And that is absolutely unheard of. I have worked there since 2001 and we have never done that before. We've had mayors in the past direct people to the library as a place to come and get cool because we have air conditioning. The air conditioning is not in the best of shape at the moment. We've got people who've been working on it for several months now. It's a large building and it's got a lot of zones and it's got some issues, but it's working. It's working.
Sounds rough.
And especially downstairs on the ground floor in the meeting room, it is relatively cool. So yeah, if you are in Quincy, or if you're not in Quincy, if you're in anywhere near
John, you made
Quincy, on Saturday and Sunday, the Thomas Crane Public Library will be open 9 to 5. It is cool in there. There is water. Please, if you do not have somewhere cool to spend the day, go and spend the day in the library. I promise it will be more comfortable there than somewhere else. We have comfortable seating, and we've got books to read, and we have computers to sit at, unless it gets so hot upstairs we have to turn the servers off. If it gets hot enough upstairs, we do have to turn the servers off, but there's still books. So, yeah, it's that bad here, that they're paying the librarians overtime to have the public library open extra long.
Are you okay, John?
Yeah. John's here.
Yeah, John is here. You work outdoors in this heat without air conditioning. I'm glad that you're still alive.
And then tomorrow too.
That pleases me.
Tomorrow and Sunday.
Man,
John.
be safe.
Man.
Take cooling breaks.
Yeah, they give you some nice stuff and water.
A lot of hydration.
Yep.
Don't forget your salts. Just water won't be enough.
Chips every day.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, they're opening my library at 9 a.m. on Sunday. We normally don't open till 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that people can go in there if they don't have AC.
Okay, cool.
So.
It's a good service.
Yep. So yeah, it's pretty miserable here. And I had a children's program this morning, outdoors.
And then you had another children's program this afternoon.
Another children's program in the afternoon. So I'm real tired.
So I was saying earlier, last week we played Stone Age, which is a classic game that I had never gotten a chance to play. It was a fantastic worker placement game. And when it was over, I don't know, we started out, I was saying, I've never played Catan. And John was like, I don't want to play Catan.
No, I said I would play because you're my friend. I never specifically said I don't want to play Catan.
I said I didn't want to play Catan.
But my point was that, I don't know, somehow we came out with this game instead, which is one of my favorite games. And John, you've never played Above and Below?
That's why, because I had said I had never played this game. That's why you settled on it, I think.
So my story with Above and Below is about 5 years ago, shortly after it had been released.
Okay.
Battleground, this was the second year that Amanda and I were officially working at the Battleground booth as demo folks. Maybe the third year?
Third year.
Third year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we worked, I think, twice with the booth facing the opposite direction.
Yeah.
And then they flipped all of the things. They used to be arranged like this across the floor. Now they're arranged like this across the floor. And we did 2 years with it, the other configuration.
Yeah. So I told Chase, who's the business manager of Battleground, I had played this game once, I think. And I told him it was awesome, and I told him, get as many copies as you can, and I will sell out of them. And that, he was skeptical. He got a lot of copies, but he was skeptical. And that weekend, during the PAX weekend, I demoed this game non-stop for 3 solid days. This is back before PAX was 4 days. It was 3 days for PAX East. And it was the sort of thing where I would sit down to start demoing it, and we had a couple of folks who were walking around who would grab people and bring them over to the table where I had it set up, and I'd run a demo, and they'd get up and I'd run another demo for the next group. And it was one of those days where I forgot to eat. You know, I get there at 9 in the morning, and at like 8 p.m. I was like, well, I should probably have breakfast. And I still didn't get tired of the game, which I think is definitely a sign of a wonderfully fun game.
I played Codenames all weekend.
Yes, that's right. That was the year of Codenames.
Did both sell out?
No.
Oh.
Well, we did sell out of Above and Below. Eventually I sold the demo copy.
We didn't sell out of Codenames.
But we didn't sell out of Codenames. We got close. We played a lot of it.
We did not come close to selling out of Codenames, don't you
And that
lie.
was the first year that just vanilla basic Codenames came out. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed this game, and I thought if John hadn't played it, it would be fun to show it to John and explain how it works. And it has aspects of worker placement, It has aspects of deck building. It's got a lot of cool, cute little mechanics all sort of blended together. And yeah, I really enjoy it. Oh, and the storytelling aspect, because there's the encounter book.
Now, from what I
we'll get
understand,
Yeah.
from what I understand, this is a game with a legitimate sequel, not as an idea that it was a series of games.
Yes.
It just got a sequel because it was a well-received game. Is that correct?
Yeah, so Near and Far, which is the direct sequel to this game.
Which we have already played on stream.
Yes, we played it with Steven.
Hello!
Long ago.
Hi.
Insidious
Hi,
Pie.
Pie.
Hello.
Welcome.
It's the Juniper
Oh,
voice.
we-
You have
we
to do,
didn't,
hello!
We didn't say thank you to Netrunner, our new follower,
yeah, we got
who
another
joined us
follower.
sometime between the end of our D&D stream and the beginning of tonight's stream.
How did the recording come out? Is it okay so
Oh,
far?
I haven't actually looked at it yet.
Okay.
I've had a very busy week.
Gotcha. Same.
I haven't archived it yet to the YouTube.
Whew.
But yeah, so we did have our final
That fly
adventure.
landed on my head.
I don't know. He might come after me. I've got all that
Sweat.
swelled up. Yeah.
No, there's a fly around up here, and it's been around all like since I got here.
Oh god.
Pie, please do tell us if we're getting like any pops or crackles or anything on the stream, because I don't have headphones today, so hopefully the sound is good.
Okay.
You will just have to sort of
So-
barrel forward.
I realized this week,
Okay.
looking at my calendar, that I have scheduled myself no fewer than 4 children's programs every week that I am working this summer.
Oh my.
Every week I have at least 4 programs. This week I had 5. That's a lot. That's a lot of programs. And that's like having to do it in between helping people on the desk, and yeah, it's a life choice I made for myself. Some of it is
She
a
didn't
choice.
intentionally do it.
No, some of it is stuff that my boss asked me to do, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Without sort of looking at the calendar and what that meant for myself until this week when I went to move a program because there was a torrential downpour Wednesday night, and I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not going to get many people for this program because it is raining buckets outside and we don't have a parking lot. So I should repeat it. I should do it again because I have leftovers. When can I do it? And then I looked at my calendar and looked
And you were like, no,
and
I've got a
looked
program then.
and looked
got a
and went, I
program
can't do something then, and I can't do something then, and oh, I've got something that night, and I've got something that night, and nope, I can't do it that morning, I've got something that morning, and I can't do it that afternoon because I've got something that afternoon, and nope, there's a big program going on somewhere else that afternoon, and I have something in the morning that day. And realized that I had scheduled myself for at least 4 programs a week every week until the end of the summer, except for the weeks I'm on vacation. So, yeah, I emailed my boss and was like, let's not let me do that again. It seems like a very poor life choice on my part. So, yeah, I'm very tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my busy week was about 60 kids for bubbles this morning and about 30 for science. Open-ended air pressure science this afternoon.
Balloons?
Did get a great video of a trio of kids working together with little handheld battery fans to roll a cardboard tube across a floor.
Yeah, okay.
Because
Nifty.
one by itself won't work. The tube is just a little
They had
too
to
heavy
work in
and too long.
coordination.
But if all 3 of them move together, then they can push it across the floor. So kids had a great time. It was just chaos. Yeah, something in the water, something in the air. I feel like it's the heat, the rain, and the heat. Like the fact that it poured buckets on Wednesday, and then the humidity didn't let up.
And then it just stopped and started again Thursday morning, and then it never came back.
And it was like, oh, now it's raining, and now it's hot again. So all the rain that came down is now back up in the air.
It's
around.
so weird.
My week has
bad.
been failing to get an air conditioning unit.
Oh, right,
We
you-
waited too
We
long.
waited too long.
Yeah, Very upsetting.
So we're just going to have to move one into the bedroom, the one that we've got.
So, shall we play a game?
Let's
Okay.
play
It's
a game.
Fairly simple game, and I think the best way to learn it is just to play it.
Okay.
So I'm not going to spend a lot of time
no
going over
idea what
rules and
mechanics
stuff.
these are.
But John, for
Yeah.
your information, this is a game about building a village.
Okay.
And as the name implies, you're going to build some of your village above ground. Those bits go up here at the top of your card. And you're going to build some of your village below ground. And then at the end of the game, you win village points, which are victory points, these little points here.
Okay. Is this money points or cost?
That's how much it costs to build the building.
Okay.
So, let's go to overhead cam so that chat can see what we're talking about here.
Woo.
There we go, overhead cam. So, quickly, for your information about how you can earn victory points.
Okay.
One of the ways you can earn victory points is by gaining renown. As you play the game and when you delve into the adventures in the adventure book, your color will move along this track. And the further down you go, the more victory points you get at the end of the game.
Okay.
You can also get negative renown, which gets you negative victory points at the end of the game. And at the end of the game, there's an additional 5 victory points to the person with the most renown, etc., etc.
Okay. Excuse me.
You also get victory points for achieving various goals on things that you've bought. So these 6 buildings are always available for every game. There are key buildings, which you get randomly assigned 4 from, I think there's 12. And various things will have special victory points. So for example, this one gets you 7 victory points at the end of the game, plus 2 for every, I believe that's unoccupied cave at the end of the game.
Okay.
This is plus 2 for every building that you have at the end of the game, etc., etc. This gets you 2 for every one of each of these resources that you have at the end of the game.
Okay.
Chad and I are yawning twins.
Yeah.
We're just going to pass that yawn
We'll just-
back and forth the rest of the night.
Yeah. Until one of us hits the
We
table.
we each start with 3 villagers in our village.
Okay.
And you'll notice that your village card has, and it's kind of hard to distinguish this, hopefully the chat can see it, 3 distinct areas. There's your active area, separated by trees here. There's your night area here, and then over on the right-hand side of your card, this is the wounded area. You can exert villagers underground and make them wounded.
Oh my gosh.
So during your turn, you're going to take actions with your villagers. They'll do something and move to exhausted. And then if you...
Tree separations are distinguishable. Yeah, I can see it on here too.
Okay, good.
And you can also sort of see the moon and the little health
Yeah.
thing.
Along the bottom of your board, you'll see that there are a bunch of little spaces here.
Circle.
Those are places where you can put resources if you build buildings that generate resources. And as you get more different kinds of resources, you earn more victory points and more money each round. The game is played for 7 rounds, so this
Okay.
little moon goes down this track here. At the end of the last round, we score. So the resources you're going to have are your buildings,
Okay.
and you're going to have more buildings available. Let's look at the first 4 in the lineup. We have a cost 5 house that earns you a gold at the end of every round, and earns you a victory point for every apple you have at the end of the game.
Okay.
A 3 cost building that earns you a gold at the end of every round is worth 1 victory point. A 8 cost building that comes with 2 pieces of paper, which you can harvest from it. And a 4 cost building that comes with 2 apples that you can harvest from it.
I assume that means paper's more valuable. I assume.
I mean, not really.
Oh.
The resources are, I guess paper is middling.
Because
in
the
value.
building's more expensive to
Yes.
build, so.
So
Yeah, that's
the
not logic.
different resources, there's 8 different resources that are available. There are the common resources, which are mushrooms, fish, and apples. Uncommon resources are dye pots, rope, and paper.
Okay.
And rare resources are minerals and gems.
Okay.
In addition to these buildings, we have underground buildings we can build. We have a 7 cost that gets you 1 victory point for every cave. That's for every cave with a building in it.
Okay.
This is a 5 cost. Comes with some mushrooms and it gets you 1 victory point. A 4 cost that has an extra bed. Beds are useful.
Oh, beds
And
are
an
very
8
nice.
cost. Yes, beds are very nice. They comes with an extra bed. In addition, we have some people we can hire.
Okay.
We have a fishman,
Oh
who is a
my.
scribe. We have a woman who can build things. We have a gentleman who can build things. We have a woman who also can build things. A lot of builders out there. And another scribe. So you'll notice that villagers have these symbols on them. Scribes can hire people from here.
Okay.
That's the action they can take. Builders can build buildings above and below ground.
Okay.
And these are just generic peoples who can't scribe or build, but they can do various other things, like harvest or work for money or delve into the underworld. So I gave myself the first player token. I have 7 monies. Amanda, you and John each have 8 monies. And I'm just going to dive right into things.
Good.
ahead.
So-
my brain is shutting down.
Yeah.
Very good.
I need to just play, or
What's
else
that?
I'm gonna fall asleep.
So along the top of
Speedrun.
your board, these are the various actions you can take on your turn.
Okay.
I'm going to do the first action. I shouldn't do this, but it's just a good way to demonstrate how these things work.
Okay.
I'm going to send 2 people into the dungeon. So that's why it has the 2+, and it's got a little picture of a lantern. I'm going to send this person here and this person here into the dungeon.
Okay.
And what happens then is I draw a card and roll 1d6.
Okay.
I rolled a 4. Who wants to read?
Oh yeah.
4 is adventure number 190.
Oh, okay. So this is the mechanic of the storytelling.
Yes.
Because I know in Near and Far, the book itself is the board, isn't it?
Yes, in Near and Far there are multiple adventures. Okay, 190.
Give me food! Yells a spry skeleton of a man who jumps in front of your group. His eyes are crazed and his wide smile holds a few teeth. I'll show you the treasure if you give me some food! He laughs and dances around on his hands and feet like a primate. Do you search through your supplies for spare food to give the man, or ignore him and move on?
Well, I have no food because I went straight into the dungeon and have no supplies. Now, it will tell you what the explore cost is for each action, and that I can know. I just can't know what the result is. So it should say explore and then a number.
If you ignore him, explore 3.
Explore 3. All right, I'm going to ignore him because I have no food to give him.
Okay.
So,
So
what explore 3 means is I have 2 people.
Yep.
So I roll 2 dice.
Okay.
I rolled a 5 and a 4. Oh, actually, I have to choose each one
Yeah.
one at a time. Sorry. So I'll explore with this individual first. I roll a 2. That gets me nothing.
Okay.
And then I'll explore with this individual. I roll a 2, which gets me 1 lantern. I'm not off to a great start here. What, it was explore 3?
If you ignore him, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to exhaust both of them. They're both wounded, but now I have 1 lantern and then 1 lantern for each individual that I exhausted. So I get 3.
What are lanterns for?
Lanterns are how you explore. So when it says
Oh.
explore 3,
You
that
have to
means I
get
need at least 3
3
lanterns.
So how do you keep track of your lanterns, just to be sure?
So I rolled for this person and rolled a 3 or a 2, and they have a 4 that gives me 1 lantern. So it was below
Okay.
4, so I got none lanterns. This one I rolled a 2, and he has 1 lantern for 1 or higher, and 2 lanterns for 3 or higher.
Okay.
So I earned 1 lantern from my rolls, and then I exhausted both of them to get an extra lantern each. So I have 3 lanterns, which means I get whatever reward or...
3 coins and negative 1 reputation.
Yeah, I ignored him, so I lose reputation.
You get 3 money.
And I get 3 coins.
Would you like just
In
a
a fountain.
tenner? Okay. Okay.
All right, and then it is Amanda's turn. So that is an example of dungeon delving. If you desire to build a building, you have to spend the number of coins shown on that building and use the person who has a hammer.
Okay.
If you desire to hire a person, you use your scribe, the one with a feather, and spend the number of coins under the person that you're hiring.
Okay.
Oh, because I successfully did that, I now have an empty cave on the below. You can't build buildings in caves until you've cleared out a cave by doing an adventure.
Oh, okay. That explains why they're so cheap.
Okay. I'm gonna buy a person,
Okay?
or I'm gonna hire a person.
Yes. So you spend 2,
I get the fish.
you get the fishman.
the fish person.
He enters your field in the exhausted area. No, not wounded, just exhausted. Yeah.
Okay.
And you have to use your scribe to do that. So you move your scribe into the exhausted area. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
And does that
And this
fill the
does
next
not
one?
refill until the end of the round. So now it is John's turn.
Okay.
I bought the cheap fishy.
I'm gonna
He's a
spend
good adventurer.
Yeah.
$3 on my builder.
All he needs to get is more than 1, and he gets 2 lanterns.
I want
so.
that tower.
Okay. So then we build that above ground. Yeah. Perfect.
I'm gonna have to move my board so that I can put
Yeah,
cards
you can
in.
do
I'll
that.
just rotate.
Well, you're going to need room under
Oh,
for
you're
below
right.
ground as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
No, it's fine. I
it's-
got plenty of space. I'm on camera still.
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to use my dude to work for money. So I exhaust him. I get 1 gold. And because I am the first person to work for money, I also get a keg of root beer.
Okay. What does root beer do?
It can be used to revive people at the end of the round. You can also sell it. So I could put it up here, and one of you could buy it for 3 or more gold. I basically haggle with you. You must pay at least 3 gold to buy it if I put it up there for
Is
sale.
the round over when all of our characters are exhausted?
The round is over when everybody passes, so you don't have to use all your characters. You could save them for the next round if you want.
Okay.
It is Amanda's turn. Oh, this does refill, though. Sorry. Well, that's expensive.
Yeah, it's pricey.
Does have an extra bed, though.
So what are the beds for exactly?
So
Mechanic-wise?
at the end of the round,
Yep.
your people are each going to move up per bed. So I have 3 characters and 3 beds in my village right now. So I can move 3 characters that direction.
Okay.
So you kind of need beds if you have a larger village. Otherwise, you won't have enough people to work in the next round.
Okay.
I love the art style of this game.
The art is cute. It's very adorable. I like how the houses all seem to have like a personality.
Yeah, every character has a different illustration. Every house looks different. It's a very pretty game.
Nice.
It's difficult.
Well, you could just pass and wait until next round to do anything, or you could build a thing.
I know.
Okay. Okay.
It's the decision-making
It's not that
portion
you don't know what you can do.
that's difficult.
Yeah.
Because my brain is not functioning at peak capacity.
Yes.
As
I understand
We are
that.
playing a game that involves brain power, and I have none. So, what is this?
Oh yeah.
When you build that house, you immediately get 2 potions. Potions can be used to move people at the end of the round.
I'm just gonna maybe make this a little
Sure.
simpler. I'm gonna fill up anything that gives
This
a
one
resource.
is re-rolls. So if you have that house in your village and go into a dungeon,
Oops.
you can re-roll.
Sorry, folks. Oh, it's only one, isn't it?
No, it's
It's
2.
got a little 2 dots
Oh,
next
okay.
to
Dots
it.
are.
1, 2. Here you go.
Okay. You want to pass me a couple of mushrooms?
There's the pots. The pots are
Oh,
at
yep.
and mushrooms.
Yeah, I guess I'll get a build.
What you gonna build? We've got 6 gold available. So, John, I was wrong at the beginning when I was talking about what this one gets victory points for. This is for every building you have underground. This one is the one that gets you victory points for empty caves underground. I've
Okay.
got 1 empty cave right now.
Okay.
So this gets me golds
Yep.
And
Gets you
one-
gold at the end of every round,
and
and a victory point for every apple you have at the end of the game.
gotcha. I'm gonna build that.
Okay. And to build a little apple house.
Thank
you,
you
Insidious
for
Mind.
the
What's the
bed.
heads up?
We have some serious buzz going on.
Oh, no.
Race. Like that. Let's see if I can figure it out.
Take your time.
Brawl. There's still a buzz. No, that's better. So, John, why don't you...
It just stopped. She said.
Yeah. John, turn your mic all the way down.
Okay, tell me if this is down or up, because I don't know. This is all the way to one side, so the other side will be...
That's... Okay.
Hello, is that down or up?
I don't hear any buzz.
Turning it up.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, hello.
I'll... Thank you, Pi, for telling us. If it starts again, just tell us and we'll try and eliminate
Right.
it. Thank you very much. Where was I? Oh, John, it was your turn.
Oh God. Okay.
So you have a regular dude who can harvest or go for... He can't harvest because you don't have anything to harvest right now, but he can work for gold. Or you could send your 2 folks adventuring, which, as you probably saw when I did it, you need to have some resources before you go adventuring.
So yeah. One ping. Ping. That's weird.
1 ping only.
Okay, I'm going to.
Dang it.
I've only used.
All right, John, I'm going to get you hardwired. For right now, both of you guys are muted.
Works for me.
My suspicion is that John is ionized because that seems to happen quite frequently.
Yeah.
All right, so what did you do?
I bought another character.
Ah, aha, okay.
Oh, my brains.
I have no folks left to do anything with, so I effectively have to pass. So now it is Amanda's turn.
The only person I have anything left to do is just an adventurer. They can't do anything else. As far as I know.
Well, you could send them for gold. Like you
What
could,
is sending
but
for
you
us
might,
for them for gold?
because you only have 3 beds, you might want to keep them for next round.
Yeah.
So what happens if you send for gold?
This is what I did with this guy. You exhaust them and you get 1 gold.
Oh,
only one gold?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get a gold next turn anyway, so.
I'm taking off my thing and I'm turning this off.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep her here.
I want apple juice so bad.
Apple juice.
Apple
Mmm.
Could go downstairs and see if there's anything like that in the fridge.
There is some stuff down there.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so
Thank
Amanda,
you.
are you passing or are you?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
passing.
Folks, I will return in 1 second. I need to get a drink. Andy, would you like one either?
I'm good. I've got water.
Okay, I'll be right back. I just don't
Okay.
want that to cause a massive boom.
It's not on.
Okay, great. Be back in 1
John,
second.
before you
It's
go,
your
do you
turn.
what are you going to do?
I'm going to pass.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do all the end of round stuff while John gets himself a drink. So at the end of the round, if you have any buildings that do something every round, you get that. Everybody earns gold based on the stuff they have on the bottom of their card, which is 4 at least. So I get 4, Amanda gets 4, John gets 4. Yeah, if you could pass me a 5. And John gets 4. Perfect. What does his tower that he built have on it? Ah, he gets an extra gold because he has a tower. Yes.
And I get a gold because I have
Yes.
a hut on legs.
Chicken legs?
No, they just look like regular legs. I don't see any chicken.
Okay. And then we rest our people. So I'm going to use my barrel of ale to rest one person all the way from wounded. Bap, they move 2 spaces because I used the barrel. And then I have 3 beds, so I can rest. I only have 2 people who are exhausted. I rest each of them once. So I still have 1 person who's exhausted, but my other 2 are awake now. And Amanda, you have 3 people and 3 beds, so everybody wakes up. And John has 3 people and 3 beds, so all of his characters wake up. And the round tracker moves, and if there is no barrel, we put a new barrel out. These folks all move down, and we reveal 2 new villagers. Zoop. Zoop. Another scribe and another builder. And Amanda, you are now player 1.
Okay.
So you have 4 villagers now.
I sure do.
I think I need to hire some villagers, but I also need more beds in my village.
Yeah.
You know, I never liked mango, but it's like the second most refreshing fruit behind a watermelon. This kind of reminds me of a watermelon mixed with a peach. I know that sounds weird, but it's just kind of how it feels. All right, I'm plugging back in. Have I missed anything major?
So we ended the round.
So I did your stuff. So we refreshed your people, and you got more money.
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
So now,
And now I'm
John-
player 1.
Yes, Amanda is player 1, and she is about to do something.
Yeah.
Can you just test for me? Just talk a little bit.
Hello, everyone. I have got some delicious mango here.
Okay, sounds good.
Balance it out.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So obviously, my demo process here has left me at a disadvantage.
You have
John,
a lot of money.
I do have a lot of money. I used my keg to revive one of my people all the way from wounded to fully healed.
Okay.
But my other person is still exhausted.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
He rested once in his bed, but
I need everyone to know if I'm being quiet. It's just because I'm kind of tired. I'm listening as much as I can.
yeah, you'll pick it
I'm
up.
just kind of going in and out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But one good thing is I don't have any burns.
That is good.
I'm actually surprised. I used like sunscreen twice this summer so far.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of, I guess, the Southie buildings get you bronzed because of all the big shadows that are around there. That's the one good thing about Southie. I like working in Southie. Don't get me wrong, but it's nice to have shade.
Yeah.
Shade is nice.
Strategy. I don't have any strategy right
Yeah.
now.
Change.
Yeah, I couldn't find a 5 when I was looking for it.
Would you like change or do you need change?
No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm going to... What does the little key mean under those?
It just means that those are key buildings. It separates. They're the ones that are randomized every game. Like every game, you'll have these 6 buildings, regardless.
And then you'll have
These
4
are
of
random.
the key.
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense. I'm going to spend 4 gold. And
Build the apple
make
house.
my builder tired and build the apple house because I get points for how many apples I have.
Mm-hmm. So these apples need to be harvested before you have them. So you put your house with the 2 apples there, and then you can use a person to harvest. Any person can harvest.
Okay.
John, it's your turn. Oh, I should replenish that building. New building is a 5 cost with a bed, and you get a potion.
That's a nice
That's
building.
a good building, yeah.
Builder, new builder, well, old builder will build that new building that's just come out.
All right, you get a bed.
And I got a jam immediately.
Yep, you get a jam. Very handy.
I'm going to call it jam just because I think that's a hilarious concept.
Build a new building, and it's exactly the same building.
Come on. Come on.
I'm gonna exhaust my
not
builder and spend 8.
Oh, you buying the paper?
I'm gonna build this building
Oh,
here.
you have the cave.
Yeah. So I'll put that down here in the cave. I now have 4 beds, and John has 4 beds. Amanda still only has 3 beds. It's your turn, Amanda.
Let's get some delicious meals going here.
Can I go into a dungeon?
Absolutely. You want to go into the
Yay,
dungeon?
let's
She's
send
got her
these
fish
2.
person who's good at dungeoning.
Yep.
John, do you want to read this time?
I guess so.
Okay. Here, Amanda.
Please.
There is your dungeon card. Roll
Okay.
1d8 or 1d6 to find out what adventure you're having.
26.
Okay, 26. 26.
The adventures are my favorite part of the game, which is why that was the first thing I did.
I was going to mention there was another game I was talking about, Tales of Arabian Nights, that has a very similar. This one, Tales has like 2,000 stories.
Oh, okay, that makes
That's-
sense.
But that's the core of the game, whereas this is a lot of other components. I like this element a lot. Your party has reached the entrance of an abandoned mine. You head inside, hoping that something of value may be left behind. Soon you reach a large hub where many tunnels are connected. There are rusty mine cars lying here on their sides. At the edge of the hub, you suddenly notice an old chest, dark and water-stained, but otherwise undamaged. A heavy lock holds it shut. You start towards the chest, but stop when you hear a sudden pounding of feet. A fishfolk boy bursts from one of the tunnels, running just ahead of
Yeah.
5 well-armed bandits. "Help
Uh-oh.
me! They're going to kill me!" calls the fish creature. Some of the bandits hesitate when they see your party, but then notice the chest and start for it. "Stay put if you know what's good for you," one of them says. Do you help the fish folk boy or go after the chest?
Fish boy.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Why?
No, he's
What?
supposed to tell you what the options are.
Oh, okay. Tell me what
tell
the
you how
options
difficult
are.
they are. So you don't tell her what the reward is. You
That's
just
the-
tell her the
the
explore
numbers.
piece, the
Okay.
bits in bold.
Okay, so there are, if you go after the chest, you explore 3.
Uh-huh.
But if you help the fish boy, you either have explore 5 or explore 8.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So for 5, you could do it. You have to roll
Yeah.
a 3 on her and a 5 or higher on him. Do you feel lucky? So help the
gonna
fish boy
try
is
it.
5 or 8.
5 or 8. So I assume that means if you get the higher reward, you get more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the chest?
The chest is 3.
3.
I'm sort of guaranteed a 3.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
get less than 3 with those characters.
I'm gonna try it.
The chest or the boy?
I'm gonna try the chest. Or the boy. I'm
The
gonna
boy.
try the boy.
Okay.
Give it a shot.
So roll for one
I
of your
feel like
characters first.
I'm adventuring with a fish person, so
Yeah,
I
that
have
should
to.
give you
I
advantage.
have to try.
All right, so
So I'm gonna try for her first.
yep. 6. That's 2 lanterns.
Okay.
You put the 6 on her to
Oh,
remember.
I need the other die
Yep.
then.
Here's for your fish person. 1. So you got 4. What do you need? You need a 5. You could
Yeah.
exhaust one of them.
I'm gonna exhaust him.
Okay.
Okay. Your reward for helping Fish Boy is you get 2 reputation
Nice.
Yeah. Nice, nice.
Boop boop.
and you get a fish.
Oh.
I got fish.
Yay! So you may either keep that fish in your village or put it on your scoring track at the bottom of the board.
So if I have a fish, if then I need a fish.
Yeah. It's a free action to move things into the scoring track, but once they're in there, you can't move them back
I'm just
out.
gonna keep it in my village for now.
Okay. So free actions, I should say, can be taken before you exhaust your villager. So the 2 free actions you can do are move an item into your score track or put something up for sale. Or take something out of sale if you want to do that. All right, John,
now
it's
you
your
gotta
turn.
open a-
Yes, you have an open
Yeah,
cave
now
now.
I have a cave.
Alright. I also shall enter the dungeon.
Oh man, yes. All right,
Representing 2 adventurers.
it's your cave. Roll a die.
I rolled a 2, so that is adventure 88.
88.
88 degrees, Bernard.
88
I
degrees.
wish it was only 88 degrees.
I know, right?
All right. As you trudge through a muddy cavern, you come upon a small hut. When you approach, a thin-faced woman answers the door. Could you find me some food? I'm awfully hungry.
She's really hungry, John.
I'd be happy if you could find me a mushroom or a fish, she
It would make
says.
her really happy.
I don't have any.
As you speak to her, you catch a glimpse of a bag on the floor inside, spilling over with coins. Clearly, this woman could afford her own meal. If you wanted, you could probably push her aside and steal the bag of coins. Do you find her something to eat, or do you steal her bag of coins? To steal the bag
Do you
of coins
want
is
negative
explore 3
infamy?
or explore 6. Search around the cavern for food is explore 4 or explore 7.
Okay, so both of them. What are my actual odds here? I just need to know. I have 4 total with these 2 lanterns max, I think, right?
Okay, so it's 3 or 6 if you steal. It's 4 or 7 if you search. Search the cavern for food.
Okay. I will search the cavern for food.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you want a 4 or 7.
Okay, so first up, let's go with the mustache.
Mustache Man. 3, that is 2 lanterns.
Okay.
Now the hooded woman,
Hooded woman. 3.
also a
Yay!
3. So how many lanterns do you have right now?
4, I believe.
Okay. This was searching for food.
Yes.
Well, even if you exhausted both of them, you'd only reach 6, and it was 4 or 7, so you're probably best just
I'll go with
leave it staying there. You get 3 coins and 1 reputation.
I'm going to make the change. Okay. And they stay only in exhausted, they're not wounded.
Correct. Yep, they're just exhausted.
All right.
My turn.
Looking for food was just really tiring. Andy, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you mute me for a second?
Oh, sure. I am going to,
On, and I didn't want to rush it over.
so I could
by my-
hire a person. I've got 4 beds. I think that's the right thing to do. I'm going to use my scribe to hire a person. The person I will hire is... No, I'll just spend 2 and get that gentleman with the hammer. So all 4 of my people are exhausted now. It is, as soon as Amanda is done putting on her sweater, it will be Amanda's turn.
How do
See-
you get the keg again?
The first person to hunt for gold gets the keg. So if you exhaust a person just getting a single gold, which is what I did with one of my guys, you get the keg, which lets you rest a person 2 bumps instead of 1 bump.
Or so.
Although you've got jam, John.
What does Jam do again?
Jam heals a person 1 space. So beds help, jam helps, and the keg helps at the end of the round. Also, any resource you have, you can put up for sale, which means, as a free action at the beginning of your turn, you can put it into the sale area, and then somebody can buy it for 3 or more coins from you. And you dictate the price. So it must be at least 3 coins, but it can be more than 3 coins.
3,000.
I only have 5 coins, John.
20 real dollars.
I don't have 20 real dollars. I have 1 real dollar.
I've actually seen a Monopoly game where someone actually spent real cash to be able to get more money.
Nope.
Interesting.
To be fair,
Oh,
they
John,
were
you
very-
defeated that cave, so you have a cave
Oh,
available
yes,
now.
also now they were pretty far gone. All right. Who's
It's my turn.
Yeah, I just I hired a person.
I'm gonna.
Amanda passes.
Yeah, because my builder is exhausted. So.
Yeah.
You could get the 1 gold. Then you get. Oh.
But then I only have 3 beds.
No, that would
so-
work because the keg would heal your fish person 2 spaces.
That's true. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll send them out looking for gold. They're gonna bring back gold and booze.
Yep, here's your booze.
Delicious. Now I'm out of pickle. I can either go for the gold or hire somebody, or go back to the cave.
You can't go to the cave with a single person.
Oh,
You have to have 2.
Yeah. Oh,
The
but
buddy system.
I have to
You're going
replenish
into a
this.
cave. You never go caving with only 1
A
person.
2
It's
victory
not safe.
point room with a bed.
I thought it was just more. The same card 3
Yeah.
times in a row. Gosh, okay. I shall hire another person.
Okay.
Send this person. I will buy. I spend.
3.
3.
Okay. So you get 2 gold back.
I get Steve Jobs.
Oh, is that who that is?
I believe so. Jobs was born.
All right. I pass because I have nobody left. Amanda has nobody left. John has nobody left. That's the end of the round. So, end of round things happen. First, we'll move this down.
Okay.
Second, we'll replenish the keg. Third, we'll gain some money. Everybody gets money equal to their earnings. I get 4.
I get 5 because I have a building.
I get 5.
Yep. And then people rest. I have 4 people and 4 beds, so all my people wake up.
I have 3 beds, and then
Spend
I'm
your
gonna
keg.
booze up my fish person.
Drinks like a fish.
Yeah.
John, are you going to use your potion to wake your last person up?
Nah.
Okay.
All good. I've got this scrap has 3 lanterns. I feel like that's more advantageous.
And John becomes player 1. And we refresh this lineup.
Welcome to my village.
A builder and an adventurer who gets 2 lanterns on a 1 or higher. That's a good adventurer. But obviously they just entered at the 5 cost, so they're expensive.
We're going to spend a builder.
Okay?
I'm going to build for $4. I'll buy one of those beds.
There you are.
That's 2 VPs at the end of the game. Alright.
Now this one earns you a reputation when you build
It's a
it.
reputation.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was obscured by the television. Alright.
I will. I'm going to use one of my builders. I'll use this builder and spend 2 coins.
Oh, just 2. Buy one of the basic.
Buy a basic building. This one gets me 1 reroll and earns me money Earns me money at the end of each round equal to the number of gold and ore and gems that I have. What?
How does the reroll work? Is it once per game or is it once per round?
It's once per die.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can re-roll once anytime during the round. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check on the re-rolls. Oops, this is the wrong book.
What does the torch mean?
It earns you a reputation.
Sweet.
Reroll. Allow a player to reroll when performing an explore action. They must keep the rerolled number. So, no, it's per explore, per encounter. So I get one reroll per encounter now. Okay. I believe it's Amanda's turn, yes.
Great. I'm going to build a thing.
Okay, what are you building?
I'm building that building with the bed and the torch.
Costs 3.
You are more reputable.
Yep, Amanda goes up in reputation.
So, am I right in thinking that goes on my empty cave?
Yep, you build it in the cave that you just cleared out. John.
I've basically made a very nice cave hotel.
Yeah. It increases your reputation. It's got a lovely
the cave
bed.
in.
Oh no, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Yes. The cave in.
Pie, if you're there, did you watch the new Friday Nights?
Oh my goodness.
Did you?
It was so good.
Did you?
She's not there.
You're here.
Oh, okay.
And no.
Oh, okay.
There's a pun in it that is so good. So good. It literally made me throw a fork.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm diving.
It was
okay.
so good.
Into the dungeon you go.
And then I commented on the YouTube video, which I never do. And Alex took a screen cap of it to use as a reply to Cam talking about the joke.
154.
So yeah, it's really good.
Okay. A lavish banquet has been prepared on a long stone
so
table.
Good. That was me that he was quoting.
Yeah, that was her.
Yeah, that's me.
It appears to have been waiting for diners for a very long time. The candles are burned down to nubs. A thick layer of dust coats the plates and utensils, and the food has long since rotted away. The diners are nowhere to be seen. A metal servant in elegant, though decaying clothes stands at attention at the table's end, but makes no response to your presence. When you blow the dust away from the table's silverware, it glints invitingly. You may steal the silverware, explore 3 or explore 5, or repair the automaton, explore 6.
I will attempt to repair said automaton.
Okay, you want a 6 now.
Helpless automaton.
I will start with the old man.
Okay, old man.
Nice,
You got a
nice.
6. That's 3 lanterns right off the bat.
I'll start with this man.
Another
Very
6.
nice.
So you're at 5 lanterns. You needed a 6. Okay. All right. Read paragraph 155. The automaton has been craftily contrived, but you discover that its intricate machinery just needs its springs rewound to begin functioning properly again. With a new set of clothes, the automaton will become a helpful villager, scarcely distinguishable from the others. You gain 2 coins.
Okay, $2.
You gain +1 reputation.
Oh, sweet.
And you gain a metal man.
All right.
That's awesome!
He comes with his own bed. He cannot be healed with potions or with ale.
Because he's metal.
But he does not require a bed to recover, so he
metal.
recovers himself.
Does he enter exhausted?
Yes. Adventurers always enter exhausted. Unless you have a building that says otherwise.
John, that's awesome. You have a robot.
I'm sure.
That's awesome,
All right,
yeah.
And this cave is now a cave.
Okay.
All right.
My turn.
That's
how you
sweet.
get these guys. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, they're specials.
Certain
They're only
encounters.
available in the encounter book.
Okay.
I am going to.
Jeeves.
You didn't know what that was about? Yeah, that was about something from Friday nights. And it made me really happy and really angry at the same time, as all good puns should.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to spend.
I'm going to have to make a really janky commander deck themed around it.
Oh boy.
Like
Yeah.
the jankiest. It's going to be great.
I'm going to hire a person, spend 5 gold, and hire this very expensive adventurer.
Oh my god.
Wow, Andy.
A lot of money.
Yeah, it cost a lot, but I feel that she's worth it.
Okay.
You're worth it.
Amanda. Oh, sorry. Zoop.
Oh.
Oh, it's a source of gems. Man, now I wish I hadn't spent my 5 gold.
That's really expensive.
But it's got jam and gems.
It's got
jams.
underground jam.
Yeah. I don't
It's
even
like
have a
floor
cave to put it
eggs.
in.
So,
Floor eggs.
Floor eggs.
there was a game recently. You are a fan, of course, of, you have brought this up many times. Loading Ready Runs podcast with the news reports.
Yes.
Yes.
The Section team. There is a game called And Now to the 11 o'clock news, which essentially is you write out some certain cards and events and you play out a 11 o'clock news report as a group thing. I was thinking of maybe picking it up if I can find it. If I do, would that be something we would want to play on the
Sure, I love
Yeah,
improv.
we could do that.
I'll totally do it.
So I'm going to look into that future episode.
All right, I hired a dude, so
Okie
Or a dudette.
dokie.
so it is Amanda's turn.
You know, why not venture down into the depths again with these two? They seem like a good team.
They do, yeah. All right.
Yeah, the most expensive and delicious of eggs, floor eggs.
Oh, God.
So
Here, John.
exquisite.
Oh, right.
Amanda draws a card and
Oh,
rolls a
I have
die.
to die. Yeah, drawing a card. Here's my cave. That is 45.
45.
I've played this game so much, and I feel like there are still adventures I haven't done.
This one has action.
Ooh.
Your party travels through a cave filled with blue crystals, and soon you come upon a fishfolk woman.
My goodness.
Yeah, your fish guy
Apparently
is
my-
finding all the fish folk.
Yeah.
Can you help me find some mushrooms, she asks. The
Oh.
village is running out of food and we need help. Do you help her find the mushrooms or ignore her and continue onward?
What's my cost for finding mushrooms?
Okay, so if you search for the mushrooms, you go for a 3 explore or a 5 explore. If you go for ignoring her and continue exploring, you get a 2 explore or a 7 explore for some reason.
Well, I can't do worse than 3, so I might as well help her find mushrooms.
Okay.
I'm feeling nice. Okay, this is for my little girl here.
Pigtail girl.
Pigtails. So she gets 1
1.
Okay.
and
gets
2.
2,
So I get
that's
3.
Okay, you get a mushroom and another reputation.
Sweet.
Mushroom.
Mushroom
Here's a
hunting.
picture. I didn't know if it was
Mushroom
relevant to it. Maybe it's another
hunting.
story, but yeah, just little
Yeah.
nuggets.
All right, so you've got an empty
Full
cave,
of mushrooms.
and it's John's turn.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. So this guy has his own bed, so I don't have to worry about him anymore.
Yeah.
He's himself. He's fine.
He'll rest where he stands at night.
I think I'm going to just try to crow into the market on land. So I'm going to spend 5 points.
5.
Build that one.
There you go.
Another gem.
Now there's a 9 with 2 beds.
Jim Jams.
Okay, my turn. I'm going to. Ooh, I could delve.
I think because he's green in the center, I think he runs on gem.
Ah,
I like that idea that like he just has a a jammy center. He's like a
Delicious
jelly
jammy
donut.
center.
A metallic jelly donut.
I'm going to send one guy to get a pot from my house, and I'm going to put that pot
Floorberries.
in my
For the benefit of anyone watching this
row.
later on who has not watched our Ravnica Rising campaign, our D&D
floor
campaign
eggs were
setting.
something that Andrew came up with in session 1.
Yeah, one of
It
our
was kinda
players
hilarious.
said he was making breakfast. We asked what he had made. He said eggs. We asked where he got the eggs. He said he found them in the floor. My character was totally on board with this because she came from the sewers anyway. So she's like, yeah, floor eggs. Yeah, bring it on. They're delicious. And Andy ran with that and turned them into incredibly expensive treasures that we should have sold for a ridiculous amount of gold. But we ate them for breakfast instead.
It was a fun D&D campaign.
It was a great campaign. I had a ton of fun with that game.
All right, so I harvested, and
watch
it
it
is
when this is
Amanda's
over.
turn.
Oh, hi.
Unless you're Pi, in which case you were there.
Yeah, you were there. You know about floor eggs. I'm going to harvest some apples by sending this guy
Yep.
to pick apples.
Yes.
Does he get to pick both of them or just one?
No, just one. And you have the choice to either keep it in your village or put it in your scoring
I'm
track.
going to keep it in my village because I get points for apples at the end.
It counts apples in your scoring track.
Oh, well then I will put an apple in my scoring track.
All right. John has nobody left. I'm going to pass. Amanda has nobody left. So that is the end of the round. So, earning money, I get 5 gold now.
I get 5 gold.
Amanda gets
5.
6 gold.
6? I get, wait.
5.
Oh.
Yeah, 5 from the scoring track and then 1 from your house.
Cool.
And these guys all get better, and this guy gets
Yep.
a little bit better.
These
Spend
guys
one
all get
jam
better.
to recover some. So I got 6 people.
I have 5 people. This moves down. Nobody got the keg last round. I become player 1.
New villager.
Yep. All right.
Move down.
I'm going to go into...
Is that right? Just putting him on.
Yep, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into the dungeon.
Oh gosh.
Hand me the book.
Here's the book.
Dungeons.
I'm going to send 3 people into the dungeon.
Oh my
So
god.
I'm going to send her and him and him.
Okay.
And it is adventure number 29.
29.
29.
That's not how that works. Your party follows a wide passage lined with old columns until you come upon a cave filled with bright tents of red and yellow. Tall torches and lanterns light up what seems to be an underground market. As you peruse the wares offered by creatures of every shape and size, a red-bearded man leaning on a gnarled staff approaches you. I have a proposition that will be well worth your time if you care to listen, he says. Do you listen to him or haggle with the merchants? So, you can listen to the man's proposition, there is no difficulty level on that, or you can haggle. Haggle, your options are explore 3 and pay 2 coins, or explore 6 and pay 2 coins.
I'm kind of trying to save my money, so I will listen to this gentleman's proposal.
Sure, now I get to read paragraph 102. I can tell you more when we reach my camp, says the bearded man. He beckons you to follow and leads you away from the circle of merchant tents, down a few dark passages, stopping in a round cave.
Okay.
You don't see any sign of his camp. Suddenly, 5 men emerge from the shadows armed with heavy clubs and rocks. My proposition is this, says the man with a wicked grin. Empty your pockets and we won't hurt you. Do you pay the thugs or fight them? Pay the thugs, you can explore 2 and pay 1 coin. Or fight the thugs, explore 5 or explore 7.
I'm gonna fight.
Fight 'em!
All right, so
All right, we're fighting.
I'm going to roll for this person
Yeah,
first.
A 5 or a 7.
That's a 4. That's 2 lanterns. I'm going to explore with this person next. One.
So that's 3 lanterns.
Yeah, I need 5 or 7. I'm going to expend my reroll. Yeah. All right.
Also,
Well. All right. So.
was I?
We're on 2.
Okay. And then I'll explore with this individual. All right. I got 5.
Okay.
And I'm wait. I'm going to exhaust him and him. I have 7.
Okay. You get 4 coins,
Okay.
rope,
Hey!
and a reputation.
Finally, I'm not negative reputation.
You're not losing points yet.
All right. I put my rope immediately into my scoring track. And it's Amanda's turn.
I'm out of people.
Ah,
So.
okay. It's John's turn.
What did you do?
How are,
this round?
no. Yep.
This is a new round.
Oh,
Did nobody rest last round? Yeah.
they all rested.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That was weird.
I have 4 beds, so because one of my beds is underground at the cave-in. I'm very pleased with that.
The
that
cave-in is brilliant. Yes.
my exhaustion-addled brain.
If we had artists in chat, I would request that they give us an illustration of the
The
cave-in.
cave-in.
I always wanted to see if anyone ever listened to this as like an audio version, because maybe they were doing something else.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see an animated segment of something we did in Adventure.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Alright. Okay.
While you think, I'm going to put a quote in the quote database.
You do that, Ed.
Go for it.
It's going to be more of a paraphrasing than an actual literal quote.
It's good enough.
I feel like our overhead view is way out of focus.
Is this the camera, by the way, that I told you during at the end of the role-playing session? Is this the one up here?
What are we talking about?
The camera that's
Oh,
not
no.
as good.
That's not the bad camera. The bad camera's in the office. Pretty sure. It's probably just the focus needs to be adjusted. I'll work on it after I do this quote.
Well, I do have an empty cavern. And I do like, what do gems get me? I can just put them in my,
They can be put there, and they're very rare resource.
what,
I don't know exactly what they do.
yeah, like, what does it matter? Oh, well, yeah. But man, that's like 17 gold. I could spend all my money and build a very fancy place that gets me jam and gems.
And gems. Maybe it's like that special perfectly black paint where they put it
Oh,
into the
yeah.
jam. Or where it's perfectly gem-like jam.
That'd be delicious.
You haven't used any of those paints yet. The perfect black.
I got to test the paint out 2 weeks ago.
Is that about it?
I grabbed a couple of like bits from the bit box that's under the table up front, and based them out, like primed them, and then I experimented.
There we go.
It is amazing, fascinating stuff because it creates some real depth to like when you're using it. If you base with it and then paint over it for texture, like dry brush over, the shadow is so deep.
I guess it is pretty well focused. I don't know.
So yeah, it's awesome to play around with it. It definitely makes for some interesting.
Whose move is it?
Mine.
Oh, okay.
we were discussing the Black 3.0.
Yes, that stuff is awesome.
Yeah, do I have them with me? I don't think I have the bits with me that I tested on. I think I left them at home. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to play with them. Yeah. I'm gonna have to find just the right figures to like use them on. Yeah. So I was debating the merits of buying that 11 cost cave building that comes with gems and potion, so that I can build an extension to my cave-in. Mm-hmm. It's, a higher class cave-in. It's like, the posh one where your pillows are made of gemstones, and it's uncomfortable.
That does sound uncomfortable.
You do have the luxury of saying that you stayed there. Like, that's the price of that sort of reputation. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Costs 11. It goes, yeah, exactly.
And I have to go harvest the gems?
Right, exactly, yeah.
But I get a potion when I...
Yes, you get a potion right away. And you have to exhaust a builder.
Yes. So this builder, he went down and did a lot of really good work.
Still a mustache.
Yeah, his
he's got a great mustache.
Is just beautiful.
This guy's mustache is pretty impressive too.
Honestly, I feel like the facial hair in this game is very, very good. It's good facial hair.
All right, John, what are you going to do?
What's the new
good question. New building is source of ore for 9.
And jam.
And jam.
Okay, here's ore. Alright, now my debate is I could lose all my gold and buy something.
Yeah, that's
you
what I
have
did.
5 gold?
I do have 5 gold, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this character for the money. So I get a money.
And you get a, yep, root beer keg for you.
Alright.
Are you putting up for sale?
I am. Root beer keg is for sale.
Darn. All right, my go. I am tempted to purchase your root beer keg, or attempt to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to build for 9 that room that just got exposed.
Okay.
So I get 1 back. Build this thing. Amanda.
Yeah, hi.
Oh, and I get a potion.
Good.
I get my Jim Jam.
Jam. I'm gonna send these 2 down into the depths
dungeon
again.
delving time.
So,
John, are you reading for Amanda?
I think so. Yes. Amanda reads for you, I read for Amanda, you read for me.
Okay.
132.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. Alright.
Yes.
In this square, torchlit chamber, you witness what appears to be a game of tic-tac-toe
Interesting.
in progress on the floor. However, in this case, the X's have been replaced with giant mushrooms, and the O's with various strange fruits. You have no idea what sort of creatures are playing this game. Since none appear to be around, currently the fruit team is 1 turn away from victory. Your options are either of the following. Steal the fruit and the mushrooms.
That doesn't seem very nice.
Or take the next turn of tic-tac-toe and win the game. For stealing the mushrooms, it's 3 explore. Mm-hmm. For next turn, it is a 4 or a 6.
I'm gonna try for taking the next turn.
Okay.
Pigtails?
Yeah, pigtails is first.
Okay.
That's
That's
1.
1.
Hey!
And that's 3.
4.
Yeah, so that
4
gets me
total.
4. What was my difficulty?
4 or 6.
So you could exhaust them both into wounded,
Yeah.
or you could take the 4. I like the risk reward, and you have to sort of
Yeah.
strategize. You're like, well, how do I get them back?
You do have jam.
That's true. That would help one of them.
And Fishman is very useful for this game.
So useful.
And he keeps finding fish brethren.
Yeah, he does. I have yet to be able to recruit one, but
Yeah.
I don't think there's one to recruit. But I'm going to exhaust them.
Okay, so you have 6. So I'm reading paragraph 134. After scoring the cave, after scouring the cave, you find a spare fruit, which you add to the game and decide the victor. To your surprise, the little fruits all begin bouncing up and down with glee,
I thought the fruits might be the creatures.
including the fruit that you just placed.
That's uncomfortable.
The losing mushroom team sprouts tiny little legs and arms and begin to make a feeble wailing noise, while wandering aimlessly, mortally stricken with defeat.
Little mushroom tears.
Yeah.
Before long, they all fall over motionless. When they get right up again and begin laughing and dancing with an uncanny mirth. It appears they all want to play another game. You decide this animated fruit and fungus display unnerving but entertaining achievements, as will your villagers. You get a fruit, a mushroom, and 2 reputation.
Wow, Amanda.
Like, yo, I brought us these dancing food.
All right. Good for you.
Radio. I'm going to put the mushroom right there.
All right, John, I guess it's your turn. Oh, Amanda, you get a cave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and we have a space to fill.
I shall harvest more gold.
Oh, it's another inn.
More gold. Your turn, Andy.
All right, I'm going to use my last individual to harvest an ore from here and put it there.
Okay.
I'm going to send this guy to harvest an apple.
Ooh, those apples. Tasty apples. All right, I'm going to send the robot away for gold. I think it's just.
I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right, so I'm just going to play this last round. I'm going to harvest another gold. It gives me 9. I can afford the double bed, but I don't need beds right now. I was thinking that, but nah.
You could buy the paper mill, which
Oh,
costs
Or a
8.
person.
Oh, do you have a builder?
One.
Yeah, you do have a
I
builder.
have 1 builder left, so I have 10 now. Just trying to get up to one of these, but I don't want to make it.
I mean, you could wait until next round.
That's true. That's no fun. That's no fun. I'm gonna use my last cave. Yeah, I'm gonna buy those mushrooms. $5. Mushrooms.
And the next room available is an expensive inn.
Oh my.
Costs 10, but it gives you 1 gold every round, worth 6 victory points.
All right. So next is.
That's it. Everybody has moved. It is the beginning of the next round. So first, earning income.
I get 6.
I get 5.
You get 7, Amanda.
Oh, that's right, because I have one of these.
I also get 7.
There you go.
Thank you.
And Amanda is first player now.
Let's rest some folks up. Here you go. We don't have any people to refresh the lineup. We do get a new
I'm going to
keg.
use my potion to bring him all the way up.
Potion only raises them 1 space. Oh, I see. He slept once.
He slept
and then,
once,
and then took a
I
potion.
brought him up.
Yep,
to
perfect.
normal.
Yep. So I have 4 beds in my place right now. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and my root beer goes back, or do I keep my root beer?
You keep your root beer.
It's still up for sale.
4. And then I'm going to use my jam to wake him up.
Okay.
So I've got 1 person who's still wounded.
Do you want to buy some root beer?
I have to do it during my turn. Yeah.
Okay. Amanda, would you like some root beer?
Okay. No, I
Okay.
don't. I don't like root beer. Andy's the root beer fan in our family.
I am a fan of root beer.
Have you ever had what is it called? It's a microbrewed root beer.
Well, we used to go to Wild Willie's back when that was a place that existed.
Yeah.
And it had delicious root
They
beer.
had, a
I
small
loved their root
batch
beer
root
so
beer.
much. All right.
first?
Yes,
You
you are
are first. Oh, did we move this down?
I'm making
No.
change. $10.
All right. So I have 7 coins. I'm going to expend my builder and my 7 coins to build this.
Nice. More gold.
So it's going to get me more gold, and it also gives me 4 victory points.
Yep. John.
I'm going to harvest gold and get the next root beer.
Oh yeah, you get another keg.
They're both for sale.
You can actually only have one thing for sale at a time.
Hold this one. Your turn, Andy.
Which coin does John have? He has 11 coin right now.
$11.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go adventuring again. I'm gonna send 3 people adventuring. Zoop. Zoop. There. Those 3 are going adventuring. Yeah.
Manny's got this.
Yeah. And adventure number 178.
178.
Strange symbols cover the walls of this cavern, and a fire burns from a hanging lantern in its center. An impeccably written sign reads, Sonic School of Summoning, lessons available for a song. Arranged on a small altar are 3 musical instruments, a glass harp, a marble mandolin, and a crystal trumpet. There is no sign of either teacher or students. You can play the glass harp, which you have 2 things you can explore 2 or explore 5. Play the marble mandolin, explore 4, or play the trumpet, explore 7.
I'd go for the mandolin. That sounds pretty cool. How do you play something made of marble?
4,
Carefully, I guess.
2 or 5.
2, 5, 4, or 7.
What did you send?
I'm gonna play the trumpet, which is 2 and 5, right?
No, the
Trumpet's
harp
7.
is 2 is 2
harp
and 5.
Harp then. 2
Okay.
and 5. All right, so I'm starting with the gentleman here with the fabulous facial hair. He has 1 lantern. Then this gentleman here, he has 2. I'm up to 3. I need a 5.
You get 2 more, you can
She
get the 5.
gets at least 5. Yeah. So I'm just going to stay there at 5.
Yeah, I mean, that's the highest you can do with the harp.
Yeah.
You get a coin and some ore.
Ooh, here's a coin.
You summoned some ore.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to put that ore up for sale.
Do it.
Amanda, do you want my ore?
Nope. I'm gonna send this guy to grab some gems from down under,
Okay.
from a land down under.
Nice.
Excellent.
Right there. And then I'm
John.
done.
Okay, excuse me, sorry. I'm going to builder mushroom. Your turn.
Okay. I'm going to spend 7. and this worker to construct this building here. Yes. Amanda,
Yeah.
you have one person left. They are a scribe.
He is going to. He's also going to go get a gem.
Okay.
So I have a question for
Yes.
you. From reading an adventure for someone else earlier in the game, I saw that having a thing could have affected the outcome. So does that mean it has to be in here?
No, if it's in the adventure track, it still counts.
Okay, interesting. So what's the good of having it up here at all? I can sell it?
You can put it up for sale, yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Well,
Oh, you can only have one of each type down here.
oh, I didn't know that. I put my other apple down there.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll,
Fish?
yeah, I guess I'll put the fish there instead. If I had known that, I would have put the fish instead.
Yeah, that makes
so.
sense.
Okay. You didn't tell us that
Yep,
earlier,
that was
so.
I missed a rule. John.
Okay, I'm going to adventure. These two.
So does it matter that those are rarer? Like, they're in this order,
Yes.
but
So there are various buildings that earn you victory points at the end for them.
gotcha.
Number 35.
35.
And they tend to be more victory points if they're
Yeah.
higher. Gotcha. That makes sense. That's reasonable.
Why am I going to page 35? I want
Oh,
adventure
no,
35. I'm not the one who's utterly exhausted like you folks. Okay. Your party arrives at a circle of huts around an underground pool. A thick layer of mist covers the floor of the cave, and the air is warm and thick with moisture. As you draw closer, yeah, I know, right? We have no idea what that feels like.
Yeah, none at all.
As you draw closer, you realize that the steam is coming from the pool, a hot spring. The pool is filled with people wading about, relaxing in the water, their eyes closed. A bald man in a long white robe approaches you. The waters of this pool will rejuvenate your spirit. Care for a dip? You may stop to relax, which has no explore cost, or decline and continue exploring. Explore 2 or explore 7.
I want to chill.
Okay.
I want to relax.
That sounds good. Relaxing sounds really good
I
to me.
want to see how this happens.
Interesting.
You decide to accept the bald man's offer and relax in the hot spring. You leave your belongings on the shore nearby and step into the soothing,
dear.
warm water. You're just closing your eyes and have found a place to sit when you notice something strange. Everyone in the pool is looking at you, their eyes wide and hungry. You watch in horror as they inch towards you, their sharp teeth and snake eyes shining. It's a trap! Do you run off to hide and leave your belongings, or do you stand and fight? Run and hide, explore 2. Fight the monsters, explore 5, or explore 7.
Let's fight. First up, robot. 2, so that's 2. 2, so that's 3. Is it explore 5 or explore 7?
Yes.
You gotta exhaust it.
Okay. You gain 4 coins
Okay.
and 1 reputation.
Okay, I get a point for reputation.
Yeah.
I defeated the horrible monsters of the.
Yeah, that was not at all what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know.
Alright, when can I use a potion?
During the end of the round.
Okay.
My turn. I have nobody left. Amanda's turn.
I have no one left.
John's turn.
Okay, here we go again. Alright, I'm gonna send this guy out to get money.
Oh, don't forget you have a cave available.
I do have a key.
Oh, and we have a room to reveal. It is a room with fish and a potion.
You and the fish. I'm going to buy this.
An expensive room. That goes above ground.
Oh no. So now for each cave I have occupied, I get 2 points.
At the end of the game, yes. And that costs 16.
$16. And around.
You just spent 20, didn't you?
No, that was for 16.
That was 16. Okay. Okay. I'm fine.
No.
End of the round?
Yes.
All right. So, money time first. I get 7.
I get 6.
I get 7, 8.
Oh, no, I get 8. I actually do get one more. Sorry. I'm going to rest these 4 here.
Here's my jam. Pass this guy back.
Who becomes player 1? John is player 1. This is the second to last round. We have a new keg available,
Oh my.
and nobody's hired anybody in a while.
Okay, we'll spend.
6?
Sorry, it was supposed to be 4. 4 golds. I'm gonna buy that fish and jam.
Fish and jam. So 2 fish
jam.
go on the card, and you get a jam.
We have very much a.
I'm pretty sure there's a recipe for fish jelly in that Joys of Jello book that I got from
I
my
would
grandma.
not. Actually, I'm certain you're right. It was like
It had like
Jello
tuna.
with tuna.
Yeah, it had like
Ah.
flaked tuna
Yeah.
in like lemon flavored gelatin with olives with pimentos suspended in it.
Yeah, that was a revolting book.
It's an amazing book. He's wrong. He just doesn't appreciate garbage. Yes, there are. I think that one was like the Under the Sea Treasure or something like that. Like it had
So
a
it's my
name.
turn. I'm gonna have a person
Imagine that it's in the shape of a.
get a gold.
No, it's a ring mold.
Oh, geez.
And then
And
you
I
put
get the
the
keg.
tuna in the middle and you like slice it so that you get a piece of the gelatin with the, it had like pearl onions and olives and pimentos and I think like celery in the gelatin, in the lemon gelatin, and then it had the flaked tuna in the middle
Ooh, boy.
on a bed of lettuce.
Okay.
Yum.
Special.
Who's.
I saw a
It's
chart
Amanda's turn.
recently that showed like when different Jello gelatin flavors were introduced. I think we actually have a thing of coffee gelatin in our cabinet somewhere that I also
we?
got.
That'd be something I'd be willing
Wow.
to try.
It was also in my grandmother's cabinets when we cleaned out her apartment. That
Ah.
was quite some time ago. You to every part of that? Yeah. I'm going to find the Joys of Jello and bring it next time you're going to be visiting so that we can all bask in its glory. The Joys of Jello.
Oh,
It's
we're missing a building.
a Jello branded cookbook.
Yeah. There's so many beds.
Yeah.
I wish you could spend gold to refresh. Lions.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice little introduction there.
It's amazing. I would never eat pretty much anything in it because it was all savory dishes. That's the thing that got me.
I'm against tuna jello recipe.
Oh wait, I got 8, but I actually should have had 9.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's $2 more.
I only need one more.
There's $1 more.
Thank you. Because I forgot I had bought that building.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Amanda's got a lot of income right now.
Yeah, you want
But we're in the second to last round, so.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go adventuring.
Oh my.
3 people.
Oh my. Okay. Draw the card and roll the die.
That will be 80.
Adventure
8-0.
8-0.
The tuna wasn't in the jello. It went in the center of the ring mold.
You come upon a giant iron chest as large as a house.
Wow.
big.
That is a big chest.
The chest is dark and weathered and covered with triangular designs. Do you try to open it or continue on your way? If you attempt to open the massive chest, it's an Explore 7. If you just keep exploring, it's an Explore 3 or an Explore 4.
Well, I can't get a 7 without exhausting.
Yeah.
Because that's 2, 3, 6. So I guess I'll keep exploring.
Okay.
Let's explore 4.
Explore 4 or 3?
Which one goes first? Okay.
She's going first.
Oh, good roll.
She got her 2, so
This is
it's this guy.
okay.
I'm finishing with my
Okay.
my fish.
Yeah, that guy he's so good.
2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You acquire 2 coins and a mushroom.
Cool.
2 coins. A mushroom.
And Mishirin.
John, your turn.
I shall send this character here to acquire a fish.
Okay. I'm going to send this builder along with 12 gold to build this house.
I'm going to spend my 11. So that was useful to get.
Yeah.
What 2 dice and
We're all getting the good houses now. All right, John.
Okay.
Oh, and he built, so.
Yeah.
I shall explore. Send these 2 characters into the dungeon. Okay. Ooh, they're all above 100. 1, so that is 169.
169. Nice. You find yourself entering a mysterious underground temple where reverential silence is interrupted only by your echoing footsteps. An oddly carved colonnade leads you onward, down a marbled staircase, through a torchlit mausoleum, and at last to the throne of an heiress, of a hairless, long-toothed, enormous rodent-like creature. Her nose quivers
She's an
with
heiress,
anticipation.
though.
Yes, her nose quivers with anticipation as you approach, and her large ears wiggle with excitement.
Oh, she's wiggling. She's a wiggling.
You had heard hushed rumors of the secret shrouded shrine of the she-shrew, but beholding her shyness in the flesh leaves you shaking. Moments later, she mutters, "Welcome, my new disciples. Will you shing for me?"
Will you shing?
Shing for her shyness, Explore 3 or Explore 7, or explain that you might have a sore throat and offer your allegiance instead, Explore 5.
I'll attempt the 3 or 7.
3 or 7.
Alright. First up, I'm beginning with a mustache. 2, so that's 1. That might knock me out immediately, but 3. That's 2. And I have to exhaust.
Do you want to exhaust them?
That's 3.
That's 3. Get 1 coin and 1 reputation. I am not winning on the reputation here. My go. I am going to explore with these 2 people. So this is this lady with the wild hair and this gentleman with the large goatee. So I need a thing. Amanda needs the book. And I need to roll
3.
3 is 75.
Your party comes upon an old, wrinkled man lying on the floor of the cave.
Oh, God.
His bag sits nearby, and you catch sight of a pile of coins inside. I ate a poisonous mushroom, he says, coughing. Can you take me to the nearest inn? Do you take him to an inn, or attempt to take the bag in his weakened state? If you steal the man's bag, you need to do an Explore 2 or a 5. If you take the man to an inn, you can need to Explore 3 or 6.
You'll get a lot of money probably for taking that money.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not getting reputation win here.
You just don't want to get negative.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
currently negative. I'm at 0.
You might lose more than one reputation.
That's true. That's true.
But immediately
I'm going to
drops
try
your
and heal him.
You're gonna
Or
try and
bring him
and
to the
take
inn.
him to the inn?
Yep. So what do I need?
A 3 or a 6?
3 or a 6. Okay.
You probably got a 3.
I'm going to start with Mr. Goatee here. 4 is 2. And then I'm going to do the girl here. She's an archer. She's got bows.
How does that help down for the hospital?
That's 3, so I needed 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to exhaust this gentleman here. I have 6.
You get 5 coins and 1 reputation.
Yay! Hooray!
Excellent.
Lovely. I am out of people and money.
Bill. 3. Can I get that cave with the torch?
Nice call.
Moving up on the reputation track.
Yep.
Yeah, I have it.
Yes, new cave. It's a mushroom palace.
Alrighty.
All right. I am out of folks.
I'm out of folks.
I'm out of folks.
Okay. Next round. I get 6, 7, 8 monies.
7, 8, 9 monies.
7 money. And I use a root beer to bring back the game.
Yeah, I'm going to use a root beer to bring one of these folks back all the way. I'll rest these 2 and that guy.
Andy is first player, right?
I am first player now.
This is the last round.
Final round. No, John, I think I'm okay without the root beer. I'm going to use this builder to construct this 1 money building with 2 potions. Amanda.
I'm going to use my builder and pay 8 to build this. Gets me some paper if I can. Yeah.
Yep.
Harvest it.
Okay. John.
I am going to go into the dungeon.
Cool.
$85.
85.
I am out of people and money. Sounds like a thing my bosses say when we're short-staffed. Yeah. Seriously.
Your party passes over a wooden bridge above an underground waterfall. On the other side is a man in a blue cape, standing before a wooden cart overflowing with crates and bags. One of the wheels of the cart lies nearby, cracked and broken on the cave floor. If you help me repair my cart, I will give you a reward, says the man. The man seems exhausted and weak. If you wanted, you could probably take what you wanted from his cart by force. Do you help him with the wheel, or steal from his cart? Steal from the cart is Explore 3 or Explore 6. Help the man repair the wheel is Explore 5, Explore 8, or... and you get 1 extra lantern per hammer in your party.
Oh. How many hammers in this party? Oh well.
So 5 or 8 to repair, 3 or 6 to steal.
I'll go for 5 or 8.
Okay. Mustache Man,
Mustache Man, 3.
Nice.
that's a good start.
6.
6. You want to exhaust both of them?
8.
8. Get 2 pots.
Oh.
Nice.
Pots.
a potion,
I'll take the pot here. Potion.
and 1 reputation.
Yeah.
Tying up the reputation track.
Sorry.
I'm going to...
Cave.
Yes, you have a cave. I'm going to explore with these 2 folks.
Wish I had some.
Oh, I have an empty
Here,
cave
Amanda.
there. And I can't build anything in it.
Because you have no builders left?
Yeah.
That is a 5, which is adventure 87.
Oh my god. Oh, this fills up.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
As you walk through the caves filled with buildings, some completed and some under construction, you see an empty patch of mucky swamp that no one has claimed. It would take a lot of work and luck, but you might be able to reclaim it for building. Do you forget the swamp and move on, or do you claim it and attempt to drain it for building? You can keep exploring for Explore 5, or attempt to drain the swamp, Explore 3 or Explore 8.
I'm going to try the Explore 5.
Okay, keep exploring.
Let's keep exploring. So first, Mr. Mustache here. 5 is 1 lantern. And then she goes. 2 would be 2 lanterns. I need 5.
Yep.
This is the last round.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
last
it's not
round.
like it matters if you...
Yeah, I'll just exhaust both of them.
Cool. You get a pot.
Yay, a pot. I already had a pot. Oh well. That didn't help me. Okay.
I'm gonna go exploring.
Alright. Who's passed the book?
3 people.
Oh my god.
It's a mighty exploration.
167.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. Here we go. You discover the decaying statue of a long-neglected god, probably a fishfolk deity fallen from favor. Its tail is crumbling, and one of its jeweled eyes is missing altogether. Fragments of glass and a scattering of old gifts lie around the statue. You can replace the missing eye with the fragment of glass. Explore 5. If you try to steal one of the remaining jeweled eyes and loot any other offerings you can find, Explore 3 or Explore 8. If you attempt to explore for the missing eye, plus 2 bonus lantern if you pay 1 gold.
I'm gonna try and replace the eye.
All right.
And you pay 1 gold. So you
pay a
start
gold.
with 2 lanterns.
Yep. Start with pigtails.
Good start.
Beardy boy.
You get to nothing. Fishman. Nice.
So, what
That's-
was my success?
5 is the max for this.
Oh, well, I got 5.
All right. So I read paragraph 168.
You actually got 7. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. In replacing the statue's missing eye, you granted you grant the downtrodden god a respect that it hasn't seen literally in its darkest memory. Moments after the eye is replaced, it blinks coyly at you, almost certainly a look of favor. You get 2 paper and plus 1 rep.
No.
Paper and a reputation. Put 1 there.
Okay.
Sweet.
John?
Okay, I'm going to explore with 3 people in the cave.
No, more dungeon times.
More dungeon times.
What adventure are we going on?
Do we get victory points for having money left?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think it would be like a.
So, that screwed me. In a game that we played in, no, it was something we played recently. I had money left over and I got zilch for it. What was it? Was it Stone Age? I think it was food I had left over.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
currency basically. So I haven't been holding on to currency in this one. I've just been spending.
123, so 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Because it
four,
seems this
five.
game seems to want you to spend stuff. Like the
Yeah.
costs on the buildings are high enough that to get anything done, you really need to be buying them.
You reach a precipice and look down to see the ruins of a cave city at the bottom of a large ravine. While the buildings have crumbled and few structures are left intact, it appears that the city was abandoned rather than destroyed. As you scan the walls of the ravine for a way down, you realize that you will have to climb down the sheer cliffs. Do you attempt to scale the rock walls to reach the city, or do you spend more time looking for a way down? Scale the walls is Explore 7 and get an extra lantern per rope that you own. Look for another way down is Explore 3 or Explore 5.
I'll look for another way down.
Okay.
Starting off, mustache. All right.
Nice.
Builder. Nothing. Okay, I have 3 lanterns. I'll
It was
exhaust this
3
guy.
or 5.
I'll exhaust this guy. And I'll exhaust this one. So that's 5.
Okay. You search the perimeter and discover that while there is no easy way down, there is an access point about 20 feet into the ravine that will lead you safely to the city. You slide down to the access successfully, but once there, you realize that the way is booby-trapped and impassable.
Oh no!
After searching the ledge for valuables, you turn back around. You get 2 coins and paper.
That works for me. Paper. I gotta have that paper. All right, Andy.
All right, I am using my last builder and 10 coins. Sorry, I don't know why I put him over there instead of in the tired place. To build this bed.
All right. And the next card is Andy.
No, yeah.
It doesn't really matter. I don't have
Well,
any-
John has a builder.
That's right. John does have a builder,
What
and he
is
does
that
have an
one?
empty cave.
What is it?
It looks like
You
for
get an extra lantern, I think.
Oh, that's really good for the lake.
Yeah, exactly, right? And you get 1 gold when you build it.
All right, so I have 9 golds. I want to go max.
Let me double check that symbol.
Yeah. 3.
I would think that would mean that you get a cavern,
I don't know what that symbol could possibly mean.
because it's not the lantern symbol that's on the people. It's the lantern symbol that's on the back of this card.
Blah, blah, blah. Where's the mirror?
I was hoping to go.
Like you get to delve when you build it.
Ah. Gain a coin when exploring. If a player owns the card with this symbol, they gain 1 coin after completing a successful exploration.
I'm gonna
Okay.
buy that card.
Go for it.
But you're not going to be able to explore.
But it's got 3 victory points
Yeah.
on it.
Okay, that's fair.
And it makes it 10 VPs down here because of this card.
Yeah,
Sweet.
All right, that I think is.
I think that is the
that's
game.
the end. Yeah.
That is the end of the game. So scoring.
How do we do it?
Let's start down here. I get 2 victory points because I have 3 things in my
How do we wanna
victory
count
track.
victory points? How do we want to keep track?
I'm just going to use a calculator.
Okay,
Does anybody else have a calculator?
my phone's dead.
I'll make a note then. I don't have notepad, but oh wait, I have a piece of paper. Let's do this high tech.
What if the back of the book had a scoring sheet? That'd be pretty cool.
Now I just need a pen.
That I can help you with.
There used to be a pad of pens over here.
I left mine in the car.
Here, Andy.
I want to see more of the people.
Okay, so
Okay.
I get 2.
Ooh, this frogman.
Amanda,
4.
John.
3.
Let's do reputation. I get none. Amanda gets 5 plus 5, or I get 2 more for being 3rd in reputation. Amanda gets 5 plus 5 is an extra 10. And John gets 4 plus 3 is an extra 7. Okay. Buildings. I have this one that gets me 6.
And that one that gets you 4.
This one that gets me 4, so that's plus 10. Amanda, do you have any buildings that just earn you victory points? Yes, you get 3.
I have 3 plus 4.
Okay,
Right?
7. Yep.
All right.
John?
1, 4, 7, 8, 10, 17.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay then. All right. And then victory points for having things.
Stuff.
Yeah, this one gets me. I have 2 potions and 2 ore, so that's 8. This gets me 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 12.
Okay. I get 10 plus points because this one
Okay.
I have 1 for each of my filled 6.
Yep.
3.
Amanda's got a lot of stuff.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. I think that's everything that gets us victory points.
Okay. So what are the totals?
Oh wait, I didn't. No, that's money. That's
Yeah,
money.
that's
That's
money.
not victory points.
That'd be really strong for us.
Yeah.
It'd be worth, I think, this is the card that's victory points.
22, 24. I get 29. Right? No.
What's the
Sorry.
math? Let me do the math. All right.
12 plus 10 plus 3 plus 2.
So that's
is
15,
27.
27, yeah.
Yeah. Amanda gets 27 plus 4 is 31.
Nice.
John gets 27 plus 7 plus 3 is 37.
Nice.
So John, you beat me by 10 points.
Oh my god.
And you beat Amanda by 6 points. Congratulations, John, on winning your first ever game of Above and Below.
Alright, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
So what does the sequel change aside from like the, I know it's the book that's a board, I guess?
So the book,
There's a lot.
each
not
page
the
of the
same.
book is a separate game.
Oh.
So each page is a different board, basically. And there's a lot more adventuring to do. So you can play it either as a series of single games or as a full campaign where you keep your villagers and they travel to different places.
Alright.
So yeah, Near and Far is a much longer term thing.
Oh yeah. Seems like a commitment.
So John got one of the mechanical men.
Yes,
Yeah.
mechanical man.
There are also cats, where whenever you go adventuring or wherever you use them to do anything, you roll a die, and they will do the thing only if you roll over a 3 or a 3 it up. So cats are villagers you can get that don't always obey you.
And they camp up
Like
beds.
cats do.
Yeah.
They take up beds.
Yes, they take up beds too, like cats do. There is the gooey woman. She gets you negative reputation.
Because I think it's oil actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was because like, since it's a lantern, I thought
Yeah.
the reputation was like, if it's oil, then it's a danger to her.
And then there's a fish person who builds for 1 coin less.
Oh wow. But yeah, she's good because she's got the 3 lanterns every turn.
Some of your toddlers
Yeah.
are secretly cats. All toddlers are secretly cats.
What? Oh god.
So-
That'd be a great horror movie concept.
Thank you,
Ornery.
folks, for playing this with me.
Sometimes nice.
I really enjoy this game.
Inscrutable.
I enjoy the adventuring
cats.
aspect. I enjoy, it's got so many different mechanics, but they actually all work very smoothly together once you get going.
I was pretty proud of myself getting as much reputation as I did.
Yeah, it certainly helped you in the
You
end.
say lawful good.
Kept, and now I worship the fish god, apparently.
Yeah,
Or
that
the
was
fish god
so
appreciates you.
fascinating that you kept getting fish.
Yeah, I had the
How many
fishman right from the
adventures?
beginning,
Yeah.
and I got like all the fish person adventures.
That was awesome.
Oh man.
Well,
Yeah. I'm really tired.
Me too.
Amanda,
Yeah.
next week when we join together to play board games on Friday night, you will be on
I
vacation.
know.
Do you want to pick a vacation game?
I don't
For
even
next
know
week?
yet. I have no idea what I want to play.
If it's a vacation game, does that mean a longer term game?
No,
No,
no, I
'cause
don't
I'll
think
still
so.
I'll be wiped.
Okay.
I will have
she has such a week ahead of her.
I will have just finished a board game afternoon at work.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's a cat thing. Rolls all over the floor, stares directly at me while knocking things onto the floor, suddenly runs back and forth for no obvious reason. Yeah.
All of that sounds very cat-like.
Those cats are toddlers or cats.
Yeah.
That's how that works, I think. I honestly don't know.
Okay.
My brain is so
Your brain is
devoid
done.
of ability to do things. I can't even think of clever ways to phrase it. That's how bad I am.
I'm quoting movies. I'm too tired.
Yeah.
We're way too tired.
All right, so I think
both
chat,
John and I
that we will
are
come
done.
up with a game between now and
Figure
next
it out.
week at some point.
We'll announce it.
In the meantime,
something.
some folks at this table, indeed all folks at this table, need some form of rest.
Seriously. You could visit
We
and
need
bring
a long
simple
rest.
games to play.
We would love to see you,
We would
Pi.
love to see you, Pi. Please visit.
If you want to visit with simple games.
I'll bring the joys of Jello.
Okay. Yes.
It's a hilarious game. We should make a Jello baseball game.
There should be a Jello-based board game.
It'd be
And it
like-
would have little gelatinous cube, like little clear cubes,
Mm-hmm,
and you'd have to build your Jello mold.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd actually be cool. You have to fill.
It would be like Ramen Fury, but there'd be like Jello mold cards, and you'd have to decide what goes in your Jello molds.
Okay.
Like
And
Sagrada?
if you
Oh,
put
darn.
tuna in it,
I just
Oh, you put tuna.
put a
then,
star
like, it's
and
gross.
2 keys in there.
oh,
Did anybody else buy
I
star buildings?
separated mine out.
Okay. Smart
There's
folks.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
You'll visit and bring gentle and easy things to play. That
Yay. Thank you, Pi.
Surprise.
Yay.
sounds
So that will be
wonderful.
next week's stream. In the meantime, thank you everybody for joining us. A reminder that we are actively taking donations for our Extra Life Marathon.
Yes.
And I don't have Pi's scarf to show off,
They'll
but
be
Pi made a
kitties.
fantastic scarf.
That sounds lovely.
And yeah, I think time for us to go to bed.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Everybody
Thanks for joining
Or
us.
go to
Stay
bed.
hydrated.
Yeah,
Stay
be
hydrated,
cool
stay
this
cool.
weekend.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
You know what I'm not making is
night.
mac and cheese in the oven.
No oven.